Christos Georgalas is a Greek surgeon who worked at Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis in southern Gaza until last month. He joins us from Athens. Welcome to DW. Tell us about your experience there working in Gaza. What was it like?
I worked in Gaza until 10 days ago. I returned to Athens on the 21st. The only way I can describe this was as a slaughterhouse, and the slaughterhouse of children. It didn't feel in any way like a war. I've been to a war or to conflicts before. It felt like a big concentration camp filled with children and women, where bombs were continuously raining from the sky. I treated primarily children. I'm talking about children 6, 8, 9 years old, with shrapnel wounds who have been burned, who have been cut into pieces by bombs. And this morning, I was talking with my colleague from the UK, a surgeon, a British surgeon working in Nasser Hospital, who was telling me that they had an influx of more than 100 injured that had been shot by the Israeli army as they were trying to get aid.
Right. And you're doing this...
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I heard everything you said there, and that's very moving. And you're doing this in what sort of conditions? Because we hear that so many of the hospitals have been destroyed in Gaza.
The conditions were very, very difficult. First of all, the food situation was very problematic. We were lucky as doctors to have some access to rations provided by All Central Kitchen, but that was rice. We're eating for 1 month just rice. But that it was a luxury that was not available for the vast majority of people in Gaza. And at the same time, there were very big things a lot of things that were missing in terms of materials, in terms of equipment, in terms of medications, while the hospital itself, where I was working, was hit twice while I was there. One, the burn unit was destroyed by an Israeli strike on the 13th of May, and then again on the 19th of May, the courtyard of the hospital, the main apothecary of medication, was also attacked and was destroyed as a result. So you understand the situations. Most of the doctors who have been working there, the local Palestinian doctors, have lost members of the family due to Israeli attacks. And at the same time, many of them had to come and work in the hospital while living in tents. They had to commute from their homes meaning their tents, and move in a very difficult and dangerous circumstances to reach the hospital.
Listen, international journalists are not allowed into Gaza. The Israeli authorities have forbidden that. We can't go in there unaccompanied. Now that you have left Gaza and you see the coverage on TV, compare what you see on TV with what you saw with your own eyes. Do you think we're getting a full picture of what's happening there?
I think what I don't understand is that there is a consensus, and I'm talking about a consensus among all foreign doctors, all humanitarians, every foreign organization that has been in Gaza, that this is a genocide in process, that the hospitals have been systematically targeted, that there has been no evidence presented that they have been used by any organization, Hamas or so ever. And I'm getting surprised that the talking points of the attacker side are given airtime. It's like you see I'm a doctor. It's like I'm talking about smoking, and someone keeps repeating the arguments of the smoking of the companies that produce tobacco. It doesn't make any sense. When you describe a subject, you must look at the independent and objective and scientific arguments. You cannot give the microphone to the one who produces the cigarettes. And it's the same in Gaza. I mean, I don't understand how the opinions of the doctors, of the humanitarians, of the UN are given equal time to the opinions of the attacking side, who's actually right now the president is at the International Court and as a war criminal, indicted as a war criminal.
Right, and you've given those thoughts very well. In time, we will see whether or not the international tribunals deliver a verdict. And of course, Israel refutes the accusations of genocide. But your testimony has been very powerful. Christos Georgalas, Greek surgeon, thank you so much for joining us on DW.
Thank you very much.